Namaste Gurukulians, how are you all? I hope that you are fit and fine at your home and also trying to give time to your study. Okay, are you giving time? Okay, hope so you are giving. So today in our English topic for class 7, we will do our grammar topic and that is voices. You know it very well. Voices. What is voices? In your previous class, in 6th class, you also learnt about voices. So once again, we will go with voices in our grammar topic. Voices is very important topic for us because in English, we can speak English very well, no doubt, but there is a need of conjunction, preposition, direct speech. Voices also plays a very important role. Okay, dear student, so we will go with the voices. What is voices? Means in voices, verb is directly related to the subject as well as with the object. Okay, in voices there are basically two parts. Voices has two parts. First one is active voice. You know what is active? Means the doer, the subject is active in the sentence. And the second one is passive. Passive voice, when your subject is passive and your object is active. Like, means first of all I want to give a very simple example to all of you. Like, Ram eats an apple. Okay, Ram eats an apple. So here Ram is active because Ram eats, that verbs directly relate with Ram. Ram eats an apple. Apple is your object. So Ram is the active enough here to eat the apple. And passive voice, an apple is eaten by Ram. Here Ram becomes passive, right? And the main verb is directly related with apple. And in this particular sentence, main verb directly related to subject, that is your active voice, means the subject, the doer is in action, action related to subject, and here the action related to the object, and that action was completed by subject and which becomes our object in this particular sentence. So this is your active voice and passive voice. So dear students, are you noticing some little differences in both the sentences? Yeah, yes. Ram eats an apple. Here I am writing this sentence here once more. An apple is eaten by Ram. You are noticing some changes in active voice and passive voice. Here Ram is your subject, right? An apple is your object. Means what is Ram doing? What does Ram do? Ram eats an apple, right? And here an apple. An apple is your subject. That object converts into subject in passive voice, that is your subject. That is your verb eats, main verb. That is changed into is and third form. In passive voice, dear students, we always make use of V3. But with that case, we have to use helping verb also, because verb, the form of verb or verb term will not come individually. V third can't come individually in the sentence. We have to use such kind of helping verb with it to make the sentence meaningful. So we are in this sentence, is eaten. By is a preposition here. You have to use some kind of preposition while you are changing passive voice, okay, from active voice. So here is by. Basically we can use make by. Sometime we have the habit of use to, on, like look at me, at, to, by. by Ram. Here Ram is your object. Ram is your object. So the subject of active voice converts into object of passive voice, and the object of active voice converts into subject of passive voice, and the changes of the verbs we can learn one by one. So this is the pattern of changes of voices. Okay, right. I am writing once again the formation, basically the structure. Formation, like how to form, how to make, how to change the voices, like subject plus main verb plus object. They stand for active voice. Active voice. In passive voice, this object come here and this subjects go there. That object come here, and what it will become? Subject plus helping verb plus main verb plus preposition. Preposition. Basically your by can come. Then this your subject will become your object. In simple sentences, this basic formula can come in use. Means your subject of active voice become your object in passive voice, and object becomes subject in passive voice. Okay. Today we will do our simple present tense. The formation of how to change passive from active of simple present tense. Right. This is the structure how we form any voice. So dear student, I hope that you have completed your tenses very well. So today we will go with our simple present tense. So in simple present tense, what forms we will make use? Yes, first form with S or ES. Subject plus V1 plus S here, ES plus object. In negative, subject plus do not, does not, first form object. In interrogative, do does plus subject plus V1 plus subject, then question mark. Okay. So which tense we are going to take? Simple present. Today we will do the voices of simple present, or you can say present indefinite, present indefinite tense. Okay, one by one we will do it. So first of all, simple sentence. Simple sentence structure, you can say formation. Structure you can also say subject plus V1 S ES plus object. Okay, you have the habit of do this sentence. Example, he sings a song. Okay. Second example, she writes a letter. Third example, I drink a glass of water. Okay. And fourth one, Anil makes a chart. These are the examples of your simple present tense. Means we are using subject, main verb is sing, we are using S at the end of the verb, sings a song. So in this particular tense we are using he as a subject, sings main verb, a song is your object. Second, she, subject, writes, main verb, and a letter is your object. So dear student, you have to keep these words in your mind, because on the basis of these sentences we will make our passive voice, right? I drink, I is your subject, drink is your verb, a glass of water. A glass of water is your object. Very good. Anil makes a chart. Anil is your subject. Makes is your verb. A chart is your object. Okay. So dear student, basically in this particular sentence, I didn't use S or ES at the end of the drink, because our subject is singular. When we are using the subject like I, we, you, they, plural, we can't use S or ES at the end of the verb, right? Here, he, where we are using our subjects like he, she, it, name, singular, we use S and ES at the end of the verb, right? You have to keep these points in your mind for this particular tense, means simple present tense. When we are using subject like he, she, it, name, singular, we will use S and ES at the end of the verb. And when we are using I, we, you, they, plural, we will not use S and ES at the end of the verb, right? There are two cases, S and ES. When our verb ends with vowel, we use ES, right? First case. And when our verb, second case, verb ends with consonant, consonant, we use first form plus SE. And these cases apply to the subject he, she, it, name, and singular cases, right? The first condition is when we are using as a subject he, she, it, name, singular, we use these two cases. Means the verb when ends with vowel, we use like he goes. He goes. We are using he at the end of the word O, that is vowel, and we use ES at the end. Okay. Like she comes. Don't say ma'am we don't use double E. No, because E is already here. She comes. Okay. I am all these telling because sometime you can be asked to change passive into active and active into passive. Okay. I hope this is clear to all of you. Where were we? In present tense. So these are the examples of active cases of simple present. Okay. One by one I will take. First one is he sings a song. Right. This is the formation for simple present. And we will change this. This is the rule for active voice. This is the rule for active voice. Active voice. I am writing again. Just focus on it. Active voice. Subject plus main verb plus SES plus object. When we have to change this formation into passive, what will we use? Passive voice. This simple present. We will make the object. What? Object will become subject. Yes. Then the main thing is we will use is, am, are as helping verb and V3. Because I have already told you in voices, in passive voice, we will always make use of V3 with the helping verb. Object will change into subject, and when we are changing the sentences with S and ES with first form, we will change that verb into is, am, are, V3. Is, am, are, V3. Then our preposition by plus by. Then your subject will change into, yes, object. Right? In simple present, simple sentences, in active voice, we use subject plus main verb SEIS plus object. When we are asked to make passive voice of this particular tense, of this particular formation, we can make the object subject and is, am, are. Third form by means preposition you can use, then object. Okay. We have written example. He sings a song. He sings a song. First of all, what we will do? We collect the object of active voice, and the object is a song. We will pick from the at the end of the subject, at the end of the sentence, and write here a song. Right? Then what we will use is, am, are. A song is singular or plural? Yes, it is singular. So with singular we will use is or are? We will use is. A song is. V3 of sing. Sing, sang, sung. Is, sung. Okay? Sing, sang, sung. V3. Sung. We will use by. So here one more point you have to consider, dear student, subjective case and objective case. In the next video I will make a chart of subjective and objective case. Today I will use it. The he is subjective case and the objective case of he is him, by him. Okay. And next sentence. She writes a letter. She writes a letter. So, what is subject? You know very well. She. What is object? A letter. So, what is our first action? We have to just collect the object of the active voice. And what is the object of active voice? A letter. First of all, collect it. A letter. Right? After putting the object in the form of subject, what we will use? Is, am, are, V3. So, a letter is singular or plural? That is singular. So, with singular form we will use is or are? Is. A letter is. Then we stop to use the V3. So, what is the third form of write? Write, wrote, written. W-R-I-T-T-E-N. Some of the students have the habit of write written like this. W-R-I-T-E-N. This is wrong. When we are using these kind of things, when we are finding that vowel at the end, so we double the letter. Before T there is vowel. So we have to double it. Written. The last consonant we have to double. A letter is written. Then by. Then we have to go to the subject of the active voice. And the subject is she. She is your subjective case. And what is the objective case of she? Her. She, her, her. Her. Okay? Right. So, one more example from this. She writes letter. She writes a letter. I am changing this. Suppose I am writing she writes letters. She writes letters. Okay. Firstly, subject, main verb, SUIES, letters. That is your example of active voice. Now we have to change this sentence into passive voice. Yes, letters come at the first position to form in the like a subject, letters. Now dear students, you will forget because you have the habit of using is in the earlier sentences, but I am saying again and again, you have to focus on your subject after changing from your active voice in the form of object, and it resembles, it seems as subject. So letters are here singular or plural. Yes, it is representing plural, means many letters. So for many we will use is or are. Yes, are, letters are. And third form of write, same, written by her. Okay, this is your example. And one more is here, I drink a glass of water. One by one I will explain to you. Today we will do only simple sentences, not we are taking negative, not we are taking instructive, because this is the base for your lecture of active voice and passive voice. I drink a glass of water. So we are taking this example, I drink. So what is the object? A glass of water. We have to collect this in a collective form, a glass of water. A glass of water. What is verb? Drink. A glass of water is singular, then we use is. And what is the V3 of drink? Drink, drank, drunk. D-R-U-N-K, drunk, then by. And what is the objective case of I? That is me, by me. Means I is the subjective case of me and me is the objective case of I, my, me. Okay. Next, Anil makes a chart. So a chart is your object, will convert into subject in passive form, right? A chart, then we will stop. A chart is singular, we will use is. A chart is, then we will also stop. Make. What is the V3 of make? That is made. A chart is made, then by. By whom? By Anil. There is no objective case for name. Anil, same will come here. By Anil. Okay. Suppose we will change, Anil makes charts. Anil makes charts. Okay. So what happened? Charts will come at the beginning and perform as a subject of passive voice. Charts. Charts is, charts am, or charts are. Charts are. Third form of make, made. By me? No, by Anil. There is your name. So this is your simple present, simple sentences, voices. I am giving you 5 sentences for practice at your home. So note down these 5 sentences. You have to practice at home while you will watch this video lecture. Okay. So it will make clear to you how we change the passive voice from simple sentences of simple present, right? So there are some sentences for you for practice. First one, she plays the game Okay. Second one, I make the food. Third one, they make tea. And fourth one, you sing a song. And fifth one, Rohit cuts the cake. Only these 5 sentences you have to solve on the base of this particular lecture, how to change the passive voice from active voice sentences of the simple present. So, good luck dear students and have a nice day.